I almost messed that up.
It's all good. Welcome into episode. What's your guess?
Oh,
12?
I have literally no clue.
I'm going to
It's
say
been a
12 or
minute.
13 of Not Just Sports. I'm your host, Justin Scott.
And I'm Steph Forster.
Peace, love, and nice sound. Go
ASMR.
Celtics was going to be what it was, but that sounded real nice after peace and love.
This is now an ASMR podcast.
Uh-huh. So the last episode we did, I am trying to remember when it was. And I
It's been a
can't.
minute.
Huh?
It's been a minute.
Yeah.
I want to say at least a month,
Yeah.
maybe two.
I'll tell
Because
you
I
right
think
now,
we had just
actually.
gone to Florida, and you had just gotten a new job.
So
Like we got back from Florida, so it's been at the
mid-March?
end of March is my guess.
End of March?
Yes.
So then we're talking 2.5 months.
Oh my God, it's June.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
freaking June. Let's see, if I go to the
Yes.
account here, videos.
I need to finish this.
It says 1 month ago here. Where is the date? I don't see a date on. Oh, April 12th.
Oh,
Oh,
That's
okay.
not that
So
bad.
almost 2 months.
oh.
Yeah, I know.
No,
It
I'm
flies
my
by.
duo. That's what I was. I need to stop.
Oh, you're doing duo.
I know that's what I was making.
Keep
the
doing
noise.
it, dude.
No,
Fuck
I
it.
can't. I'm gonna die.
So it's nice to see you all again if you're still listening.
My dad texted me. I can't remember if it was after our last one or before the last one. That was like, it's been 3 weeks, and I'm like, Dad, I'm busy.
It is busy, but also we're just lazy because part of the time we're just sitting on the couch just watching TV. We could be making one, but
No, that's not true because last month was very busy for me. I don't know about you, but I was busy in May. May was a busy month.
sure. But
I
all
had
this
a lot
takes
going
is
on.
45 minutes to an hour out of our day. So I don't think
I know,
there's
but
an
I was
excuse
barely
for it.
here. I wasn't even here the whole month of May.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
I remember I saw Jill and I was like, she was like, hi. And I was like, I haven't seen you in like minimum a week.
Yeah,
So
but it's
it
been
was
2
just,
months. So
huh?
that was just 1 week example, and it's been 2 months.
No. Oh, yeah. Okay. April, we have no excuse. May was busy.
Okay, fair enough.
But yeah, April, no excuse at all. But May was very busy for sure.
It's the best month. Most shit happens. It's
So much was happening. It was very fun. I had a great time. It was very, very, very fun.
well, and
but-
you know, it almost makes it more inexcusable because I feel like we would have had so much to talk about, and we've like you said, we've done so much.
I mean, we can talk about it now. I don't remember April at all. We can skip April.
You know, time's just going. It's just going.
Did we do anything in April? The
April,
only thing I remember is Jess's birthday because it was the end of April. That's
Right.
the only thing I know.
didn't go to any Red Sox games. Went to a couple Celtics playoffs, which is kind of the main
was in
topic
April?
of conversation here. Yeah, I'm started in late April, so the Miami series was in April. Yeah,
That's wild.
yeah.
So yeah, I guess we did that.
Time just morphs together. Was that loud in your ears?
Yes.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, I did. Okay. Well, April. Yeah,
Kind of crazy.
we did go to a couple of Celtics games, which is what we're talking about now. Correct.
Yes. I think the points of discussion today, the main one is definitely the Celtics. And
It's a big one.
not just how they're doing, our experiences, the games that we went to.
And the games we're going to.
Right. I think we should start with... Okay. So I have a top 10 list for the players in the finals, and
Wait,
I don't think you'd care about the ones at the bottom, but I'm curious.
the players in the whole in the finals?
Yeah.
I don't
What's
know
so
if I'll even
confusing
know
about
all
that?
of them. Just on our team or overall?
Overall. Like I said, towards the bottom, it won't bother you, but I mean, it won't interest you.
Wait,
But
hold
some-
on. I think we need to start with the fact that I predicted a Celtics Mavs finals.
Yeah, that is true.
I think
Shit.
that's where we should start because I predicted it. We can go back to when was that? When did we do that?
October, maybe?
No, not
November?
November or December. But I predicted it. Go back
Yeah.
to whatever episode it was that we did that. And I am telling you, I predicted it.
Well, I
Just
remember
saying.
it clear as day. She's not lying. It's pretty cool.
Just saying.
And you said
I feel like I
Mavs
should get
beat
an
the
award.
Nuggets in the conference finals. Yeah.
And then I said we were going to win, so I do have to get that right for it to actually matter. But
Right. The odds of that would have been insane because the Mavs were not supposed to be here.
Right? That's what I remember you being kind of shocked. Like, oh,
Right.
really?
Well,
but
what
liking
changed,
it, but shocked.
they were a pretty slightly above average team for most of the year, and then they made trades that got them better. The trade deadline is what changed their season.
Yeah, but I didn't pay attention to that.
Yeah, but I mean, that Luka and Kyrie were there, the most important players, and you saw something coming. So credit to you. You would be rich right now.
I
if you
just
put
didn't
money
want to
on
pick
that.
Denver, and I
That's the
didn't know
point.
who else to pick.
Yeah,
But I could be rich right now.
yeah.
Imagine if we did that for our bet with the Lakers Celtics bet that we made.
No,
it's just the
Celtics,
Lakers to make
Mavs.
it. But still,
Yeah,
I
What are
could
you
be
gonna do?
rich.
huh?
I feel like people that were going to make bets but like made it public that they chose a side should be able to get the money that they would have made.
It doesn't work that way.
They should. Anyways, that's how we should start because I did predict that.
No, yeah, that's a good point to make because you did correctly pick the finals.
And my
that's
dad
not-
this
that's
whole
not easy
time was
to do.
rooting for us. So when the West was going on, he was like, well, you guys should be rooting for either Denver or the Mavs because he remembered our picks. And
That's a
so
true
he said,
fan
you got to
right
be
there.
rooting for one of them. And
That's-
now here we are.
That's a
So,
true fan of the show.
I know
much
he
appreciated.
remembered.
Yeah, no, I mean that's a snipe, and I was close to the Super Bowl, and I missed by because the Ravens choked the AFC Championship. So
you were close, but
one of us almost nailed each. What you did?
Well, I
nail
did
and
nail
I
it,
almost,
actually.
Yeah, I know,
The difference
I
is
know.
you missed,
I'm
I
just
nailed.
jealous. That's all.
I mean, I didn't make money off of it, so there's not that much to be jealous of.
Well, soon we're gonna be making the NFL predictions. It's already summer, and fall will be here before we know it. So.
Summer's over.
All right, I just want to go through this real quick, and I think this will start the dialogue on the Celtics. So I've been having arguments with friends, because I'm a believer that Luke is a better player than Tatum, and I don't think that'll surprise you.
And I think you're correct.
Yeah,
I witnessed this conversation being had, and I don't know that much to actually make arguments. It's just my opinion.
Oh, we were talking about that on Rag, right?
Yes, that's what I was witnessing.
Yeah.
And I really don't have that much knowledge to make actual arguments. It's just my opinion because every game that I watch, Tatum doesn't really step it up. But so wait, hold on, real quick before you get into it. Are these your predictions for who's like most important, or just like the best players
Best players
overall
going into
that
it.
are in the finals?
Yes, going
Okay.
into the finals.
Got it.
And honestly, if Tatum outplays Luka significantly and wins, then he could pass him. Like, this is just how I feel right now going into this series. And you know what's crazy is like the arguments for why Tatum is better is solely based on the team. It's like, look at the games that he's won, look at the amount of times he's been in the conference finals and the finals. But it's like, it's mostly a team thing, and Luka has not had the supporting cast nearly to what Tatum has had.
100%.
Even
And
this year,
Luka-
which my rankings will show. But
Okay, continue.
okay, so I have Luka 1, Tatum 2,
Mm-hmm.
Jaylen Brown 3, Kyrie 4. And those 3 and 4 are close because there will be games, I'm sure, this series that Kyrie performs better than Jaylen Brown. I'm willing to bet that's going to happen, but just in terms of consistency throughout these playoffs on both ends of the floor, I feel like Brown has the edge. And he won conference finals MVP, which is worth something.
Is it bad to say I trust Brown more than Tatum? Like, I
No,
feel like
not really.
Listen, it's okay. So my thing on this is that I just feel as though Tatum is hit or miss whether he has, or not, sorry, not Tatum. Brown is hit or miss on whether he has an on night. Like, if he's on, he's on. And if he's not, he's not, which is why I think he's technically the lesser player from my observation.
Okay.
I don't watch every game, but every game that I do watch, I feel like Brown's either doing nothing or doing everything.
Okay.
But when
So
he's
what's
on,
Tatum?
he's so good.
Yeah.
And Tatum is just like kind of floating around. He does his thing. And then he makes like one good shot and somehow gets so many points and great stats that I don't understand because every time I watch him, I'm like, you're not doing anything.
No, seriously.
And I'm like, is he just playing hero at the end? And then all of a sudden everyone's obsessed with him. I don't know. I just get confused because every time I watch him play, I'm disappointed.
Right.
But somehow he still gets points. So
So
maybe
I
I'm just
think-
not paying that close attention.
I think it boils down to what you're saying is like Tatum's points and stats are relatively like quiet, whereas Jalen's are loud. He makes more impact plays. Is that what you're getting at?
Yes. Actually, that's exactly it. So
Okay.
maybe that's why. Maybe
I'd
I
agree
don't
with
really
that.
pay attention, and then all of a sudden I look up and Tatum has points when I don't think he's done anything.
Yeah.
Okay.
But to give him
That's good.
credit in the game one that we went to, and we'll talk about the games that we went to. He had a horrible fourth quarter. I don't think he scored a point, and it's just another thing to the Tatum Luka debate. Like if Luka went scoreless in the fourth quarter in a close game, like his teammates would not have enough to pick him up in the
Has
fourth
he ever
quarter.
done that?
But anyways, not that I know of. But to Tatum's credit, he came back and had a great overtime to win that game. But
That's
anyways, continuing, Brown and Kyrie, like I said, it's pretty close. Fifth, I have Drew. This is an interesting one. I have Drew 5, Derek White 6.
That is so correct.
You think so?
Yes.
Again,
Listen, I love Derek White more in my heart, but you're for sure correct.
Okay. I feel like again, there's going to be games where Derek White's better than Drew, but
They're like
Just
pretty even, but they do the same. Like they do
similar
what they have
players.
to do, and when you need them, they're there.
Yes.
And they're very good at what they do.
they both
So-
defend. They both hit big shots.
What was that? It was like, was it a TV interview or something? Where no, I think it was after one of the games where Drew was just like one of the people were like, "Oh, you said, oh, I just do what I need to do that day." Like he kind of does everything.
I don't know who said that.
Drew said he was
Oh,
like,
did
"Yeah, I
he?
just do what I need to do."
Oh,
Like
yeah.
on the day, like it kind of
So
depends.
basically, he's playing the Marcus Smart role better because there were times where Smart, I'm sure, felt like he was the guy, but Drew takes a comfortable backseat to the other two players.
He's also quiet,
Jalen
and Derek
Tatum.
White's loud.
Yeah. Yep.
Like you were saying, I liked that comparison or contrast.
Well,
Loud and quiet, because some
yeah.
players are quiet, some players are loud. I never took that into consideration, but I think that was a good way of describing
and
it.
Drew's also a champion, so that matters. And Stephen A. said something. He was like, so the only person in the series that has championship DNA is Kyrie, which is true that he does have championship DNA, but hello, Drew Holiday won a championship with the Bucks.
With Giannis, yeah.
So people were getting on him about that, as they should, because Drew Holiday's a dog, and I'm very
I
happy
love
to have
him.
him on our side.
I love him.
And then 7 was a tough one. I had Porzingis because I have in parentheses maybe 5 if there was never an injury, because all season long he was, I would say, the third best player in the team. Averaged 20 points a game. He made all the difference in the world as a big that can shoot threes and stretch the floor and just be a tall presence down low. As important as Drew and Derek White have been, I feel like he was the third best player during the regular season. But I have him 7.
But he
Because
hasn't
we don't
played
know what
much
to
of
expect.
The playoffs, so we don't.
Right.
Yeah.
But I just don't know. I don't know if he's going to play 15 minutes, 30 minutes,
I
20
kind of
minutes.
forgot
I don't-
about him.
Huh?
I forgot about him.
Right? I know. It's kind of crazy. Just he played, 3 games in the playoffs, and he gets thrown
But,
in
like,
right again in the finals.
But we got here without him. So like with him,
Yeah,
we
but
can
he
be elevated.
but he wasn't needed in those series, and that's why they kept him out. But it's a concern that, he hasn't played in so long, and his
Right.
first game back's going to be the freaking finals. It's
Right.
a little scary. So
Well,
we'll see.
we know that we can play really well without him. So
Yeah, but this
No.
is by far
A
head and
different
shoulders
breed.
above the rest of the competition that we face. But
that's true.
I have him 7, and like I said, he could be 5 if he never got hurt. Who knows? 8, I have PJ Washington, who I don't think you know, but
I've definitely heard the name, but no, I don't know him.
he's had some big games throughout the playoffs for the Mavs. Couple big 3-point shooting nights. Plays solid defense. I have him 8, and that's the third Mav. So just to recap, 1's a Maverick, 2's a Celtic, 3's a Celtic, 4's a Mav, and then 5 through 7 are Celtics. So
we should win,
that's where
correct?
where I think the series is going to be won is 5 through 7. I think Drew, Derek White, Porzingis are going to be the difference in the series. And before, hold on, let me just finish.
No,
and there's not
I'm
much more
waiting.
to say in the
I'm
last
waiting.
2, but I have Al 9, which I think it's just out of respect to the savvy veteranness of Al. Like you just trust him out there. Even if he's not playing well, you just know he's going to
He's been pretty good,
attempt
though.
and to make the right play every time.
The defense, great.
He has been good. He's been let open so many times in his playoff. There's several games he's shooting over 10 threes. It's just insane.
Love Al.
Al's the bomb. And then I have Lively / Gafford for number 10. That's the centers on the team.
Don't even know any of them.
Yeah, they're the centers on the Mavs. And Gafford was a pickup at the trade deadline. He's one of the guys I was addressing. And P.J. Washington, too. So 2 of their top 4 players, 4 to 5 players, were picked up at the trade deadline. So,
yes. I must say, what you said about 5 through 7, that is literally the most important, and I think any team ever for, like, winning something. I'm bringing it back to, like, minor, like, high school level cross country. But I remember that is, like, so, like, those people, your 5 through 7 are so important. And, like, that's how you, like, that's huge. Mm-hmm. And if that's the case, for sure, same thing. I truly, like, that is literally that's how you win.
Right.
Is your 5 through 7.
Right.
So, if that's the case, and we have a solid 5 through 7 according to your list, but if that is the case, and if your stars are on point and you have a solid 5, like, you're good.
Yeah. Well, the thought process is, okay, the top players are super great on each side. They're going to cancel each other out to some extent. So what are the other guys going to do?
Yeah. Your middle group is more important.
Right.
Which it seemed, I don't know. Like I said, I haven't really watched any of the Mavs games, but it seems like the big talk is just like Luka and Kyrie carried that team. But in a way, I almost feel like our middle people carry it. Like, I think Drew and Derek carry the team more than I don't know. They seem more important.
Carry
players.
the team more than who?
Like Tatum and Brown.
Not
carry. I shouldn't say carry, but
no,
like they're middle people. Like our Drew and our Derek White seem more important than the Mavericks middle people, because I don't even know their names.
Yes, that is definitely true, because the Mavs are very top heavy, whereas the Celtics are more of a collaborative effort.
Yes, like they all kind of are very even.
Yes. So that's the finals. And with all that said, I think that the most logical pick is Celtics in 6. That's what sounds right to me, but what both of us are hoping for, and what Celtics Nation would also hope for, because you always want to win it at home. It's different when you win it at home. We want Celtics in 5, and that's because we are going to Game 5 on June 17th. Yes, we bought tickets for. Should I say the price?
No, we don't need to.
You can,
just look online, see how much they
expensive
are,
it
and you
is.
can deduct how much we spent.
But we made the commitment before the season started, I'm sure, that we are going to go to a game every single round. And
so far, so good.
That's exactly what we've done, yeah.
Some 2 games in a round.
I went to 2.
In the first 2?
In the first round, 2 in the second round.
I only went to 2 in the second round. I only went to 1 in the first round.
Okay, that's what it was.
Because you went to 2 in the first round. I went to 1, and then I went to 2 in the second round.
Yes.
And we both went to 1 in the third. The best game we've ever been to.
Right.
So hopefully that will get topped.
Yeah, I know. Seriously, it's gonna be hard to do. But before I don't want to talk about that game 1 right away. It's just because there is a route to getting there. Mm-hmm. There's not much to say about the route, because it was easy as hell, and it bothers me hearing the national media say stuff like, the Celtics don't really deserve to be here. All this, you beat who's in front of you.
Screw them, because they're still good.
Yeah,
like it doesn't. I know. They got their first seed for a reason,
and they went
get the easy teams. So
yeah, but. So the knock is that all of the best players in the teams we played got hurt, which is true, totally true. But we can't control those things, and we lost 2 games throughout the East playoffs. So what more do you want us to do?
Also, what was the thing that
go 12-0?
What was it that Tatum posted about? We also had someone get hurt. Porzingis,
yeah.
Huge.
Yeah, no, massive.
Huge. He also got hurt, and guess what? We still won.
Yeah, but
haters.
So. Against the Heat, round 1, Jimmy Butler gets hurt. That's their most important person.
Thank God. I was a little nervous.
That would have been the hardest series.
No,
honestly,
not thank God he got hurt.
it was the hardest
no,
series.
I must clarify. Not thank God he got hurt
Or
because
Pacers
I do
probably,
not want
but-
him to get hurt. But like, I like a little bit of a weight was taken off my shoulders because I was like, it'll be a little bit easier. That one for sure. The Pacers, I don't really buy that one. That one was not. That was stupid.
Well, okay, so Miami we beat 4-1 in 5 games. I couldn't even tell you which games I went to because I don't fucking remember. Did we go to one? So, yeah, do you know? No, they're forgettable.
Every single game except for the last one that we went to is a blur.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
It was unlike any playoff game I've ever been to. The first.
That was the one where
3
Jack
of
John
them.
was there. That's what I remember.
Oh, that's when we got smoked by Cleveland, right? Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
Oh, never mind. Then I'm not even thinking of Miami. Yeah, I don't remember that game at all that I went to. Is that the one you went to 2 though? You went to one with Chris, and Jake.
Yeah. They won one of them, and then so
they lost the one we went to. I remember that.
Shit. So I think in the second round, I went to games 1 and 2.
I have no idea.
Yes, 100%. I went to games 1 and 2, and they won game 1 by a lot, and then they got smoked.
Yes,
game
that's
2.
the one we went to.
Yes.
And then they lost the one that you went to with Chris and Jake.
Yes.
I got it wrong.
You weren't at the blowout game? I thought you were.
That they won?
Oh, Jesus. See, this is just evidence that the road was so forgettable. And do you feel like it has missed a little juice to it? Like, we're amped about the Celtics, obviously, being in the finals. But
I know, but we didn't really get amped. Like, you even
It's
said
different.
the Pacers game was when you were like, it's playoff time.
Yeah.
The first 2 rounds,
It's kind of whatever. Yeah.
I think the one you and I went to was the blowout. I remember we were shocked that they didn't play Gino. We're like, why aren't they playing
Okay,
Gino?
yeah, but was that the first round or the second round?
The first round. Against Miami.
See, I'm not even fucking certain.
Yes,
I don't
against
even know.
Miami. Yes, it was against Miami. And then you went to this. Did you go to 2 games in Miami?
See, it's forgettable. It's so forgettable. So the critics are right to an extent, but
We also had someone
we're
get
here,
hurt.
man,
So
and we're ready to fucking play. Huh?
We also had someone get hurt, so they can't. No, screw that.
Yeah, but it's not. It's like it's there. It was consistently every single
not
round
our best,
the best player
player,
on the team.
but
It's actually wild. It's like Butler, Mitchell, Halliburton, unquestionably the best player on each team.
I didn't know Cleveland, the best player, got hurt.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I mean, he played in the first 2 games, I believe, and then missed the last
I didn't
3.
know that one. I knew about Butler. I knew about the other guy, that Halliburton. Is that his name?
Yes.
Yeah, I knew that he got hurt, and then
And okay, so we can talk about these conference finals now. So we went to game 1, which
the best game I've ever
been to, I would say.
Okay,
And it had the feel of playoffs, like not Eastern Conference Finals extent, because I knew we should win the series in like 5-6 max, and there was little doubt in my mind that the Celtics were going to win, but it had a playoff feel going into it, for sure.
100%. The way that I really thought that Jalen was going to miss that, I took a video, so it was like a big thing, and I was like, okay, obviously I'll just delete the video if it's not a big deal. But last year, when we were playing Miami and we were at the house away,
Didn't have
and
video.
no, hold on. When we were at the house last year, I just like remember wishing that someone took a video of us like reacting to Derek White making that shot to make it to Game 7. I don't know. It was just like, so I was like, okay, just in case, I set up the phone and I was like,
Wait,
listen,
No, to keep going.
at the playoff game, I set up the phone. I said, just in case somehow we make it to overtime, I need to record this. And so I set it up and I was like, whatever, worst case, I'll delete it. And then no one has to know. And then he made it. And then Derek White made the 3. Not Derek White, sorry. Jaylen Brown made the 3. And you can hear me in the video saying no. Because it was the
No, you
ugliest
said
shot.
what?
Oh, yes.
As
I
in,
did
what
say-
the hell is that? I wish we put it in the show, but I'm
It's
sure
too
if you
late, yeah.
follow me or... Yeah, I put
Both
it on Instagram. But
You did. I didn't.
Yeah. Then I'm sure you saw it. But I've watched that video, and no exaggeration, probably 200 times.
It's
since
so
it
funny.
happened.
And it was just chaos after. I've showed so many people that video. Just, oh my God. It was amazing. And so thank God I took it because I thought the same thing.
So did you set up your phone or
Yeah,
were you
I
holding
put it against
You
the
did?
glass because
Okay.
where we were sitting there was like a little glass barrier like on the table, so I just put my phone there and I just let it roll.
Which reminds me just of your description of the setting. Shout out to Chris Rosario. If you're wondering how
Our
we went to
plug
so many
for the
Celtics
garden.
games, like we probably would have found our way to a lot anyways. But our friend from college who works at the Garden got an in for some sweet tickets
For
from
cheap ass
several
seats.
games. Yeah, at a good price, and we really really appreciate it, buddy. If
Yeah,
you're
he's our
listening.
garden plug.
Yeah,
Love
big
him.
time. He's the bomb. You're the best, Chris. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Forever and always, and I owe you.
Yeah, Chris
We
is
owe
the
you.
best.
Yeah. And it's just sharing that moment with him and Jake. It was awesome. It was so awesome.
Really awesome. Really fun. One of the highlights of May, of the many things that I did in May.
Yeah.
And I vividly remember. So it's like, basically in May, I had 2 graduations in one day. The next day was like my sister's birthday, and it was like a whole thing. And then also my friend got engaged. And I'm telling
Yeah,
you, I'm
true.
like, so we just had the graduations. Both my brother and sister, congrats to them, graduated on the same day. So I had woke up at 5:30 a.m. and then got home at 10:30 p.m. Big ass day. 2 days later is my sister's birthday. Big 21, happy birthday. So we're out for her birthday. And we're supposed to go away for Memorial Day the next weekend.
Mm-hmm.
And I find out we're at, not even dinner, we went to a bar because she's 21. And we're at the bar. And Justin calls me. He's like, so Chris can get tickets for this day. And so he's like, yeah, it's like next week. I'm like, sick, awesome, perfect. Starts at 8, no problem. Next Wednesday. He goes, so it's actually, he calls me back. Okay, so it's actually tomorrow. And I go, okay, I'm in. And so then probably 2 seconds after that, I get a text from Alyssa's fiance that he's going to propose to her that weekend, that we're going away. It was a whole deal, a whole day. But yeah, it was literally the day before. I'm like celebrating my sister's 21st, and he was like, so the game's tomorrow. I go, I'm
It
in.
goes to show May's the best month.
And then we went to the game, did the engagement. It was a whole thing. It was a great month. Great, amazing, so fun. But yeah, that was one of the highlights, was that game. It was so fun.
Didn't it just all just happen so fast? Like May was just
It was it was one
whirlwind of
whole
shit.
week that I did
Yeah.
at least 10 different things.
Yeah.
From Friday to the next Monday. Like Friday to like probably 10 days later, Monday. Whatever.
Beyond just it obviously being playoff time, like I just feel like May's the month where weather starts to get super nice, so everyone just gets energized and ready to rock and roll for the summer. I don't know if Darren was like, "Oh, I love the weather of May. I'm feeling nice, like I'm ready to propose. Like this is the month I'm doing." I don't know how his thought process worked, but I don't know.
He had the ring for 2 months.
Oh yeah, true.
So
Yeah.
we gave him a hard time.
But I feel like I wouldn't want to propose to you in like the dead winter. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Doesn't sound right.
Yeah. Agreed.
Like you want to be
Not
out
the
in
pause,
nice weather.
The dramatic pause. Propose to
It's
you.
it's a difficult conversation to have, even though
No. I mean, it's a hypothetical. You're not saying that. But yes, I know what you're saying. Yes. Yes. I mean, she's also going to Portugal like next week, so we wanted to do it before Portugal. And then her parents were going away the week after. So if he wanted to do it before Portugal, this was quite literally the only weekend he could do it. But it was one of the best nights of my life.
it's pretty awesome.
And I wasn't even the one being proposed to, but I was like, this is so fun. It was such a grand time. We surprised my dear friend Alyssa because she kind of had like an inkling because like they had talked about it. She found the ring. She eventually told him that she found the ring. It was a whole month ordeal. And then they were going to Boston Calling, and then like he got like a nice hotel, and so she was like, okay, I think it's gonna happen tonight. But she didn't know that we were gonna be there. So she's like sending us pictures. And then we're like ready, waiting to meet up. It was so fun.
And it's going to be one of many weddings within the next
I already have
2-3
one next
years.
year. Hers is gonna be another. That's gonna be number 2.
Yeah.
A potential number 3 that has not started yet, but there's predictions.
We're getting to that age. We're getting older where people are starting to get married, and then before we know it, they're gonna start having kids, and
Oh, and Jake's. Jake's is also next year.
that's next September, right?
Yeah, next year. So I already have 3 next year already.
Man, that's crazy.
2025 is the
What
year
if?
of the wedding.
What if? I've never seen this happen. If dates overlap, what the hell do you do?
We're not going to talk. We're not even going to put that energy out there because
Well,
we can't. No, we're not putting. Alyssa's will not overlap with. It will not overlap with Colleen's because Colleen's is in May, and Jake's is in September. Alyssa was thinking about June of next year, but if June doesn't work out, she said November. So there.
but
So
I'm just
far,
saying,
so
hypothetically, what do you do?
you have to pick one.
That's
the
crazy.
hypothetical.
That's crazy.
But so far, so good. No overlap because she said if not June, November is what they're shooting for.
I mean, very slim chances of that happening, but I feel like everyone does weddings on Fridays now. But so if you're looking at the same time period, and it could fall on the same Friday.
Well,
who knows?
most weddings happen between June and October. There's only so many weekends you can pick between June and October.
Yeah, that is true.
So it's very high potential. But like I said, 1 in May, 1 in September, 1 either June or November is the talk. So far so good. So as long as our other hypothetical that has not even been planned or even happened yet doesn't do either of those, we'll be okay. Which I highly doubt. So we'll be good.
That would be a very stressful experience, but
Well,
it's not
like
gonna
I said,
happen.
we're not even putting the energy out.
No,
there.
I know,
It's
I know.
not gonna
I just
happen.
thought it was a funny thought to think about.
I've thought about it a lot.
Really?
Because I've
it
thought
just came to my mind now.
because I've thought that there was already going to be overlap, but now I think the overlap is far enough because Alyssa's happened sooner than I thought it would. That
No.
I don't think it'll be a problem.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it
so
won't
far
be.
so good.
It won't be.
But we already have 3 weddings next year. So
That's fucking crazy. I'm just looking at my knee. Dude,
bloodied from softball.
there's no way I can get this on the camera.
I mean, if you stand up and
Yeah, but they can't see it.
oh yeah, you can. You can. That's a bloody. Why didn't you put a Band-Aid on it?
I don't know. I will before I go to bed. That motherfucker called me out.
I
wanted
think
to
he
bet
was wrong.
everything in the world I was safe.
He was wrong.
Not to change the subject abruptly, but I could feel this fucking thing burning, so.
Your softball game?
Excuse me. What?
What about your softball game?
Yeah.
Are you gonna get too mad if you talk about it, or do we want to save it for
Yeah,
another
maybe.
time?
I mean, I'm a little over it, but I don't like losing, especially when I feel like the team should have won, and I could have done things better.
You guys were very close.
Yeah, I know.
Listen, everyone plays a part. There was one time, there was one play. Everyone called him out for it. The guy that got the home run because everyone was just like standing around with the ball and didn't.
Yeah,
they
I
could have
know.
done something to get him out.
I know that everyone makes mistakes, but those people that made the mistakes probably are in the same mindset that I am. Like, if I did a better job, then the outcome would be different.
Yeah, but it's just for fun.
Yeah, but it's not.
It is.
It's also to win. But I don't want to go down the softball road. It's just we'll
I had a
provide
fun
Elks
time.
updates. It's a very fun, likable team, and we haven't won a game yet.
I can tell that you guys are fun.
Yeah, I
Just from the banter back and forth, you guys just seem. This is the first game that I went to was tonight, and it seemed like you. I don't know. I was just laughing the whole time from the side because you guys are very funny. I only know 3 of the teammates, including you, so they made me laugh. The ones that I don't know.
it's all kids that I went to high school with. That I was never necessarily
Really?
close with, but acquaintances.
Are they all your grade or some of them older?
All my grade. Yeah,
Really?
yeah,
No way.
yes.
Some of them look older.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Some of them talk and act older than me too. I mean, walking around limping. I mean, I just show my injury, but
The guy that was like, I don't know which leg to limp with. I was like, I feel that. And then Tommy was like, he was like taking laps, like jogging. I pulled my hamstring from batting.
Yeah, I saw him stretching it out and stuff.
Well, because I told him to. He was like taking a jog. I go, Tommy, did you stretch? He said, No, I didn't think I had to. I was like, homie, we're getting old. You have to stretch. And he's like, Steph,
Yeah,
I'm
he's
so
posted the res
fucking old. I
page.
posted in the Medford Res page.
Did he tell you what it was about or no?
No, I didn't ask.
Yeah, you should. You die laughing at his response.
Do
It's
you know
because
what it was about?
Do I?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's because he's having water issues in his apartment, and I forget the specifics of it. But he also got he also rear-ended somebody, and then this happened. So it was like
God.
a piling effect on him. He's just going off
Poor
about
Tommy.
both of them. Yeah, it was funny, but
I wish he came to the house. I
Yeah,
missed
I
his
know, right?
presence.
I know. But that's the Elks. We're gonna provide updates about the Elks because we're taking this fucking league down after this tough loss. It's literally juicing. It's horrible. I didn't realize how bad it really
your
was.
knee. Okay.
I already washed it out. Oh my god.
I think you just need to put a Band-Aid on it.
I don't have a Band-Aid that big.
Yes, you do. You definitely do.
All right. Back on track.
Was there more you had to say?
Huh?
What were we talking about before? The Celtics? You have more to say?
Celtics weddings, whole bunch of shit. But we're at 36. Anything else you want to touch upon?
I don't know. I'm trying to think. I don't know.
Root for a 3-1 lead so we can see them win. That's what I'd say.
And if it's 2-2, hope they win in 6 so that we didn't make the wrong choice and not go to Game 7.
Yes, right. Imagine it's like a 30-point Dallas lead at half. Like, talk about just feeling like you lit money on fire. I mean,
Whatever. We cannot predict that. There's just nothing we could have done
yeah.
other than either buy the tickets or not buy them. And if we didn't buy them, we would have risked not going to one at all. We had to go to at least one game. Even if they lose, it's going to be fun. But they're going to win, and we're going to see them win it all.
I agree.
What are you going to do? Are you going to, like, spontaneously combust?
I don't know. I can't answer that question because it's such a in the moment thing that I don't know how we
I
react.
think you'll start crying.
Probably.
I was talking about it with my coworkers today. I was like, I truly think that you would just explode. Like, fully
Yeah, I don't know.
combust.
Especially imagine if it was like in intense fashion too, like they pull it out at the end. Or
You know it will be if they can't make us not stress.
yeah,
That's not possible.
which makes me think it's that same ideology applies to the whole series. Like they're not going to win in 5. Like it's going to be more stressful than that. But who the hell knows? Who the hell knows? We've been all over the map tonight. We haven't been consistent to one topic. We've kind of bounced around. We're back to the Celtics now, but
I think we've been pretty. That's the main topic. That's what we wanted to talk about.
yeah,
So,
yeah.
yeah. I don't know. I don't think I had anything else to add.
Yeah, no, me neither. If we post again, maybe we post after the Celtics win. I feel like that's a good target date, whenever that may be. June 18th, the day after Game 5.
I'm taking that day off.
The day, yeah.
The day
You
after.
should,
The
yeah.
17th, not the. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, the 18th. The 18th. The 18th. The 18th.
What about it?
Banner 18.
Oh, wow.
Is it a sign?
Yeah. Well, the game's not on the 18th.
I know, but
the following
close
day.
enough.
Yeah.
The next game wouldn't be on the 18th, would it? No, because they have to travel to Dallas.
No,
It would
the
be-
schedule's kind of weird. So that Game 5, yeah, they go back to Dallas. I'm guessing it would be, and that's a Monday. Okay, so I have a little theory about drinking days. I feel like Monday's not a bad day to drink. If it's kind of like extending your weekend. I feel like Tuesday's the worst day to drink.
Okay.
Wednesday is okay.
Wacky
I
Wednesday.
feel like I feel like that's on par with Monday. Because if maybe I'm sounding ridiculous, but I feel like Monday can be an extension of the weekend. So
like
you can just keep
a
drinking.
reverse Thursday almost.
I guess, yeah. I don't really know the point that I'm trying to make, but Tuesday's the worst.
Well,
by
I'm
far.
taking Tuesday off regardless, so there's just nothing I can do about that.
Yeah. And then the parade would be Thursday, I'm guessing.
So I'm gonna have to take Tuesday, Thursday off.
The parade's kind of overrated. I feel like I would have to go, but it's just you see them for a few minutes, if that, and there's a shit ton of people, and it's a little scary. It's kind of whatever. I mean, it's nice seeing them in person.
The Patriots one.
Yeah, no, yeah. I think that one especially because it was February and it's just a random 60, 70 degree day.
That's true.
Yeah.
I didn't go to the one.
Oh God, brutal, horrible, not a pleasant experience.
The way that we tried to, I was in high school, and we tried to go, but so there was this whole thing where so in high school when you play a sport, if you have a game on that day, you have to be in school. You have to attend school to go to the game.
Yeah.
And so this parade was happening, and it was a whole thing where you have to be in school for at least half a day. So I think there was a basketball game, a girls' basketball game that day. So the girls basketball team couldn't go to the parade. They couldn't skip school to go to the parade.
Yeah.
And people fully wrote letters to the athletic director, to the principal.
Just postpone it or?
No, to say we should be able to miss school to go to the parade.
Well, then the team would have to forfeit.
They were
right?
No, because they were well, we are athletes. We look up to these people. We should be able to blah, 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 blah. All this stuff. We didn't have a meet. We just had practice.
Practice, yeah.
But we also can't miss practice.
Mm-hmm.
But it was it was so gross out. People were okay, if we get dismissed early and then we take the train in, and they were devising this whole plan. It was dramatic. But
it's
I did not go to the parade, but it seemed miserable because it was so cold and freezing.
Parades just have all the hype and no results.
You can just watch it on TV.
Yeah, I mean, you literally just see them for 5 minutes. You're fighting a crowd to get a spot, and then before you know it, they've already passed. I don't really.
Actually, the only parade.
But I'd be mad if I missed out on it at the same time. I know how.
You could just stay on the outskirts and just be in the vibe, but not see them.
Yeah. But if we see them freaking win and hold up the trophy, why would I need the vibes of the parade? I saw the pre-parade.
That's true. That's honestly better.
Yeah, a million times.
I think
imagine,
I agree with you there.
So it's gonna be a Monday night if they do somehow pull it off in 5. It's gonna be a party in the street on a Monday.
And then I'd rather take the Tuesday off and not go to the parade. Yeah, I think you're right. I think you're correct there.
Oh,
okay, so I'll just take Tuesday off, not Thursday.
Pray for Celtics in 5. Pray for it. At the very least, I feel like Game 5 is the best way to go because, okay, I don't see the Celtics going down 3-1. But if they did, I mean, that's still a big game. Start the 3-1 comeback. But the most likely options are 2-2.
And then you just pray they win in 6.
Yeah, right. And you don't want to go down 3-2 with Game 6 in Dallas. It would be massive. But if you have a 3-1 Celtics, you can see them win. And I'll leave it at that. Hope for Celtics in 5.
Aye.
Okie doke.
I gotta pee and I gotta wake up early tomorrow. So
yeah, what time is it? Midnight?
Just about.
Almost exactly. All right.
Well,
it's good to be back, hey?
We'll see you when the Celtics win.
Yes. No closing remarks.
Are you asking me?
Yeah.
No.
All right.
Yes. No. Just keep living in the moment and having fun. And don't sell your Celtics tickets if you bought them and they're more expensive.
And don't be afraid to do shit, man.
Yeah. Because the experience is more worth it than the money, is all I got to say.
Right. A big reason why I decided to buy these tickets is because I feel like down the line, during the very, very soon line, I'll be paying rent. Will I be thinking about children? Who the fuck knows? But regardless, this is a time where I should be just
absolutely
putting all the chips on the table.
One of my customers told me today, I told him I bought tickets. He's like, well, if they go he goes, okay, so if the series is up 3-1 and these tickets are now worth like $2,000, would you sell them? I said,
fuck
I
no.
literally didn't even hesitate. I looked at him and I said, absolutely not.
No.
And he's like, well, what if they were for $3,000, $5,000? I go, no. I go, because the experience is worth more than the money. Like, I'm
God.
so sorry.
Imagine
It's
selling a potential winning
Right?
ticket. Oh, God.
I'm so
Fuck
sorry.
no.
Life is not always about making money. It's about having fun.
Yes.
And no. Maybe if I could sell them for enough to buy a closer seat, sure.
Yeah, right.
Then yeah. If I
Right.
could sell them enough and then buy a closer seat, for sure. But
Right.
I'm excited.
Yeah,
I
me
can't
too.
wait.
Me too. So we're, let's see, 11 days.
11 days.
From Game 5.
I'm nervous because we're going to see the series play out before then. And I'm nervous for those games more than
I know.
our games.
Game 1 is today. It's Thursday.
'cause
It's
it's
past
midnight.
midnight. Game 1 is today. Go Celtics. I plan on watching it here, right here. But
I'll be
maybe
here with you.
maybe I'll go to Elks. I don't know. One of the two.
That'd be sick. All right.
Okie doke. Go Celtics. Thanks for tuning in. If you did tune in, stick with us. We'll be back again.
We'll see you soon.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Not just sports.